Hey there, thank you for tuning in. My name's Kelly and I want to share with you something I created for Christmas. It's a junk journal and it was so much fun. I can't wait to show you. So let me just jump right on in. So here it is. What I did on the cover, I've shown this many times on my channel. I love doing the tissue paper on top of the fabric look. So you use Elmer's glue and fabric and tissue paper and you just paint it on, right? And this is tissue paper from the Dollar Tree, okay? And as I had the glue wet, after I painted it on there, I sprinkled some gold glitter all about and it stayed just wonderfully. Perfect. So that's the cover. And then of course I have a box material on the inside, so I'll explain that. I have two signatures here that I binded with some like champagne gold colored beads, and then I put a little bell here. The jingle you're hearing is from this right here, which was a charm bracelet that I got off of I think it was from Temu, maybe Shein, and I just wanted to use it on here because it's very jingly and noisy and I love a noisy journal. So I put two brads right here and here, and all I did was cut off the little clasp, like the little lobster clip, whatever they call it, and I cut that off, put it in my stash of stuff for something else, and then I just wrapped some wire around the last loop and then around the two brads. So it's really fun. This here moves here because I just have it on a brad as well. This was a an ornament that I found at a thrift store, and it was actually silver. I got it for 99 cents. 99 cents, and it was silver, and I said, I think I'm going with more of a gold look, so I just spray painted it. This champagne color spray paint that I found, my husband had used it for something and we had a little bit left, so I just did a quick spray paint on it and a little bit of the Rub and Buff. My husband also had the Rub and Buff gold stuff in his stash of paint, which is very smelly, by the way. So if you're using spray paint, of course ventilation, but for the Rub and Buff, also ventilation, okay? Then I just did these letters down here and I wrote "'Tis the Season." Now I didn't have a little apostrophe, so just pretend there's a little apostrophe there. 'Tis the season. Okay, so it's pretty thick. For the signatures, I didn't put that many pages in each signature inside really, but I just ended up stuffing it with all the unimaginary things that I could find, okay? And tags, and I made pockets and all kinds of Christmas stuff that I just love. So it's pretty thick. So I ended up just tying this around. It's not glued on there or anything, so it's just a pretty thing, okay? So I tied that around. So you see that it's pretty big. I kind of imagine this like just sitting on a table, like, you know, sitting like this. So coming down, just sitting like this, you know, maybe on the side table, like, or on a mantle or something by the Christmas tree or whatever, and it would just kind of be open like this. But even if I had the lace on there, it would still, you know, be pretty thick looking and still stand up like this, right? So let's get into the book. I will switch my camera so I can lay it out flat for you. Okay, so like I said, I would imagine the book would be sitting up like this, but let me just put it down for you and I shall open it up. So I also put these little gold corner pieces on each of the outside corners, the 4 outside corners, just for another little gold accent there. So let me open up the front cover for you. So this here on the front, I made this pocket out of a leftover piece of the cover. So it's just that fabric and tissue paper look with some amazing gold glitter on there. But this piece that is inside, I also found this at the same thrift store as the deer that I have on the front. It's like a plaque. Who knows what it is? A coaster, maybe? I don't know. It's like a little bit dirty and cardboard on the, but I just thought, oh my God, this is so cute and vintage. I'm gonna use this on the front cover. But then I found that ornament and he's like too 3D. Like he's too thick to go inside of the journal. So I said, I'll just make a pocket for this. And I thought he looked better than having this on the front anyway. But so this, I just, you know, stuck inside of here, right? Safekeeping. It's a little slippy loose because of this paper that I put here. So I was thinking about putting 2 more small belly bands, thin belly bands right here, so that he was just more secure there, that little plaque. But for the inside cover, I used that fabric tissue paper with Elmer's glue, and then I just folded all of the edges in, right? Trimmed what I needed to, and I glued it onto a piece of like flexible cardboard, like a cereal box type of cardboard. And then I put down this, which is just a beautiful starry iridescent cardstock. It's pretty sturdy cardstock, so the cover is very sturdy with both of those layers. And then I just did around the border, excuse the jingle of the cover, right? Around the border, I just did some really pretty washi tape that I got off of Temu. So that's the front cover there. So let's go to this page here. Can you even see that good? I don't even know. Let's go higher. Yeah, okay. So on the front cover here, I just put 2 triangular pockets here. I originally had, so this is from a card, a Dollar Tree greeting card, you know, a Christmas card. But I originally had it like tucked here and then also tucked under inside of here. But it's a little too, I backed it on another piece of cardstock. It's just a little too flimsy to get it up into here and down into here. So it stays just fine doing it like this. And then this was from the inside of the card, may God's blessings be yours this Christmas. And then this was the outside of the card, gorgeous peace on earth. And it just slips right into here. So that's the first page there. I love this. This is also like a Dollar Tree little wooden piece, some like regular tags that you would put on gifts, you know. And I love these stickers. These floral stickers are from Temu. Absolutely gorgeous. I have them in all types of colors. I use them in like so many journals. And then this, I love this. I've had this for many years. I think this was a Michael's find. It's like this just beautiful gold ribbon that I super glued each leaf down. So I've used this a lot in the book. It's just beautiful. All right, moving along. So the next page is Santa. Okay, Christmas wishes. This is also from a Dollar Tree card, pack of cards. I just cut off the front, backed it on some black, right? And I put this little tag here, special delivery from Santa. You slip him right in the pocket, which is some Dollar Tree ribbon. I love this ribbon. It took very well to glue. I used wood glue to attach this ribbon onto the back. Oh, by the way, the pages are manila folders. So I did 1, 2, 3. I did 3 manila folders for this first signature. So it ended up being like 6 pages front and back. So it's pretty thick, you know, just having 3 manila folders. But I love using manila folders. I've made a couple other journals with manila folders as the pages because they're already, you know, they're already scored and creased. And they also have that like worn look. And all I did was go around some of the edges and around the embellishments with the Distress ink to give it that beautiful vintagey worn look. So yes, so onto the manila folder. This ribbon took excellent to just being adhered with a little bit of wood glue around the edges. And then inside of this card, it said "Don't Stop Believin'," which is so cute. So I made that another little pocket. And I just threw some stickers that I put on cardstock as well. So I made my own little ephemera out of stickers, which is pretty much what I did throughout the whole book because I love stickers. This is also a little Santa charm, which I got these from Temu. They're little flat back charms. Oh, I also got these hearts from Temu. They're like squishy, fabric-y hearts. Isn't that cute and beautiful? I love those. You get 50 in a pack for like a couple bucks. I've been using them in all types of things. Okay, so on this page, I have, I just have this going across this whole, I love this pack of paper too, but I have this ribbon going across here, this beautiful deer on the music notes, and then I have 2 corner pockets. This was from inside of a greeting card that I cut apart and I just distressed. Put some cuties inside. Oh my gosh, can you even? Can you even? Let me see who's in here. Oh my goodness, this pack was so cute. Just go look on Temu. They have the most adorable little sticker packs, like all types. I mean, just absolutely incredible. Okay, moving along. So this page here, this was a Dollar Tree wooden like ornament that I got recently, and I just hung it on a brad with some wire going around there. And then it kind of holds this in place a little bit more. This, I did a little bit of this ribbon again with some of these flowers that I got off of Temu, and kind of holds this cutie little, I got this pack off of Temu as well. I'm sorry if you don't like to shop on Temu. I know some people don't like to use Temu, but I think for crafting products, it's perfectly like safe, and I feel like it's just the best deal and selection. So also underneath this, so this is like a piece of like fabric that I had from something old, and it had this on there. Okay, it was like a sample fabric piece, and it was already cut around here and stuff, and I just love like the deep green color. So once you take that kitty out, you can reveal this adorable owl underneath, and he's in a little belly band. He can slip right out, okay? Right underneath, hiding. I love hiding cutie little things like that, right? And then on this side, so I have an envelope sewn into the signature as well, which didn't help the thickness of the book, but I do like it. And I used this part of the envelope, the flap that was coming through, I used it as a pocket. So I just adhered this side, and I didn't have to even do this side at all because it's completely sewn in there. And I made this out of the scrap pieces of the manila folder, because obviously the manila folder is larger than this. And I actually had enough to make 2 of these little booklets. So I just trimmed it to the size that I wanted, and I ended up with these scrap pieces, which were so perfect. So I just distressed around these edges. This is from a greeting card too, Joy. And then I just, you know, could be like a little journaling spot, a little writing spot, little notepad type of thing. I just love it. And I also did the sewing on this, just a 3-hole stitch right on there, but I'm pretty obsessed with that. I don't know why, I just love it. And it slips right there, perfect. Then I made 2 belly bands for these little tags, and these are Dollar Tree tags that I got recently. Really pretty with that like shiny silver, you know, and they're just held right in here. What I could do to make it a little bit, you know, even more fun would be to tie the ribbon onto the, you know, onto the tag part of the tag, the hole. But again, that's gonna make the book even thicker, but who cares at this point, because it's all for fun. Ooh, so this page is my Magical Wonderland page. Ooh la la. So I used this pack of cardstock, which I love. It was called like Crystal Snow Pendant or something. And I used the holographic laminating sheet on top of those. And I also used it on top of here, which this is from a greeting card from the Dollar Tree as well. I just cut out this little house, snowman, and I just laminated that and this. And then I glued around those edges of these pages to make a little pocket up here for, you know, an envelope that I made out of another 6x6 piece. And I just put some random fun stuff inside of there. I have this little charm there on that one. I just thought this pack was so pretty. They're all so beautiful. My eyes are dancing. I put Make a Wish in here. I love using like little phrases and words. So this page is similar, and I just did some other fun little Wonderland ephemera inside. So those kind of flap down. I had this was given to me on a gift from a couple years ago, this little tag. Adjust this one more time, okay. This little snowman tag, he kind of has like little shakers inside. And he had, well, I'll say she was a he because she had like a black top hat and a different scarf, but I kind of made her a little bit more girly and I put a bow on her, a little like bow charm, and I put this different scarf on there. And then I made this into a pocket which holds these tags, which are also Dollar Tree tags that are very Wonderlandy. Here's another one of those flat back charms. This one is an adorable snowman. These are Dollar Tree. They're called mirror stickers that I got recently as well. Look how shiny and amazing. And they do peel off in a strip, not one by one. I mean, they kind of can break off one by one, but you can peel them off in a strip. And I just did that right through the middle and the two edges. On this side, I just used some stickers here to write Magic Wonderland. And then I put this on a piece of white with a little bit more of that holographic lamination. And I just glued the bottom and the sides to make that a pocket to put some of these amazing stickers. So here's another one of those sticker packs that I'm talking about. Just amazing. Look how beautiful. And what I did was I backed it on this this pretty like ivory cardstock I had. I had it left from our wedding actually. But I peeled them off, stuck them on there, and then I cut around it, you know, to keep that cool shape. But for some reason, I'm very, very obsessed with that part. Love it too much. Okay, moving along. Look at him. Hello, baby. Oh, my goodness. So I just put a piece of, you know, red cardstock, and then I did one of these, another music sheet. I got this pack of, it's like called Vintage Music, Christmas Music Sheets. I got this pack off of Amazon, but I love it. And I just tore around the edges and inked the edges and glued that down and made a little pocket on top, little belly band right on top. And then inside of this envelope, so here's the envelope that is sewn into the signature with those manila folders. I have some other ones here, so you can be like, oh, well, today I think I want the kitty, you know, or maybe this little black cat. Look how cute she is. Oh my gosh, just so cute. So I love when you can like switch things out, you know, it's like an interactive type of journal, depending on your mood or whatever. This is like, I saw this recently on Treasure Books, Natasha's Treasure Book channel. She's very, very popular on YouTube. She does amazing junk journaling and paper crafts, but she made this like by folding a piece of paper up, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets just by folding the paper up like that. So I did that. These are some more tags here. I just stuck that right in. Here's a Santa hat sticker that I liked because it kind of like goes over this edge here. And then I have like this little bear sticker. I cut him out so that his bow can kind of like go. I could fit more stuff in this little pocket thing here, but then I also have this. Look at that. What is it? It's a panda. Oh my gosh. Why is it so precious? I don't know. Okay, and then here's the envelope here. I just put Noel with some stickers. And then I also have another beautiful one from this pack, the animal pack. And I think these are considered postcards. They're pretty sturdy material. So you could always like make this like a journaling spot on the back, you know, beautiful birds. But that could also be like a switch out. Oh, do the birds look better over there? I don't know, right? But I do have this bird here. So this was kind of my bird page, but we'll switch that back later. Okay, on this page, I just folded the one side of the manila folder in so that I had this strip, and I used this Dollar Tree ribbon. Now I knew that this ribbon probably would show the glue through it, unlike this one, which is like a very fabricy material and you couldn't see the glue. But I knew that this one was gonna show the glue just by the way that it feels. It's like very silky. And so what I did was I wrapped, oh yeah, okay. So before I folded it in, and before I glued this part and this part, I folded the edges of the ribbon inside of the pocket. They're inside the pocket, and I taped and glued that part. So this part is loose, right? You could like stick something in there, you know, and then I glued that star there. Then I just have this. This was from a greeting card as well. Just some other Christmassy items that fit right in there very snuggly. This, I love this. I just made a triple triangular pocket with a black cardstock on the back, and then this pack again, and then a tiny pocket here. So in the tiny pocket, I have Christmas snow globe Santa, okay? And then in this pocket, I just made some other various ephemera. This was a tag. This was from a pack of like paper frames, like that you use in junk journaling. This was like in that pack. And I was like, that's so cool, a frame. So I stuck that sticker on there, and I put a little bit of holographic, backed it on cardstock. I mean, it's about those layers, right? Layer it up. This is like a bookmark from Temu. Pretty bookmark pack. And then these are super cute. This was from a box. Like, it was from a, what is that, Swarovski? Yeah. My mother-in-law gave me a gift recently in this box, and it's like this cream colored, it was just a beautiful box. So I cut it apart, and I used the two big panels of the box to make a tag here. All I did was, oh no, look, that is where the box was. I can't remember exactly, but it was a tag shape. So I just cut around it, and then I put a hole, and I put those over top of the swan. There was the swan, but I just put a Christmas. But look how cool. And it's very silky. It wasn't able to distress the edges, or I probably would have, because I'm very into like distressing all of the edges just to give it that vintagey look. But then I just did some more flowers there. Flipping and moving on. Okay, here's the last page of this signature. This was from a golden table runner. It's not ribbon. It's a piece of like fabric table runner, and it was very hard to get it to stay with glue. I don't know which I used, super glue or wood glue. I don't know which one ended up being the one that held it, but it was taking forever to adhere onto there. But I've used this table runner and other things, so I've been slowly cutting it up. And I think I got that table runner like a while ago from the Five Below, honestly. But I just did a strip here and a triangle here. And this is from that music pack again, slipping that right there. And then this is from that beautiful pack of cardstock, but I just made another envelope. And then inside of here, these are actually playing cards that I found recently when I went to see my mom. And I remember playing with this pack of cards, Coca-Cola Santa packs of cards around Christmas time, and it was just bring back a lot of memories for me. So I took out the wild card, like I took out those, I don't know, the Joker cards, just to put in here as memory. And then I have the other cards, the other packs, they're right over there actually. I'm sitting on my table, but this just slips right in there as well. And okay, so second signature. I think I did one less. Two. Yeah, I only have 2 manila folders in this pack. I actually sewn in three manila folders per each side, the same per each side. But as I was making it, I was like, this is just getting too thick. So I ended up taking one of the signatures out, one of the manila folders out from this one. So I only have 4 pages front and back for this second signature in here. So there's that, but this just slipped out of here. I didn't know what to do with this. It was like extra from the cover as well, and I just backed it on a little bit of extra cardboard, and I just made like a tiny booklet. Which could be like a writing spot. I didn't know where to put it in the journal. It almost like doesn't even fit in the journal, but I love it and wanted to make it. And so it can slip somewhere, or, be a separate thing. Then this is another one from that like sample fabric pack that I had, that I showed you with the green. This is from a Dollar Tree card. Let your heart be light. And then this is wrapped up in holiday spirit. Love that tag. And then here's that amazing, what do they call this? Buffalo check, plaid print ribbon that takes really well to the glue. And I just used a brad for these because I wanted to be able to read that, and I wanted to be able to see all of that fabric. So I didn't glue them on top of each other. I just put a hole at the top and it slips right in, stays really nicely. These are some leaves cut out from the that, you know, this pack, this roll of gorgeousness, right? So, okay, this page here. So this was another couple of ribbons. This was a like golden burlap with the red burlap ribbon on top of it. Then I have, I found this at a thrift store, a whole pack of these. I guess they're supposed to be either like coasters or just decorative pieces for napkins, because they were with a set of napkins at a thrift store. So I picked that up, and I've been using these flowers in like a ton of stuff, but I just hooked it on there with the brad, added some other various things there. And then this is what I have inside here. So this was from a card from not the Dollar Tree. This was a Family Dollar card. I put Miracles Happen here. I love the look of deer and like leaves and stuff for the holiday season, and I just put it on there on black. I should laminate this on that, you know, holographic shiny lamination. Maybe I'll do that. But that just kind of slips right in there. Okay. And then on this side, I did another similar thing with the triangular pocket on the side to fit this one. So this is the rest of the manila folder that I cut off from making the pages. So this was from another card, Happy Holidays. And again, I just distressed it a little bit. I sewn through there with the 3-hole stitch. And it's just another little like journaling, adorable thing to slip right here, okay? Then I made 2 little pockets here for just some other stickers that I love. And I backed it on this like beautiful gold paper that I had. I just love stickers. They just make like whenever you back them on stuff or you laminate them or whatever, like it just makes the page. Like it's just so cute. And then, so this was that flower fabric again. I just glued a strip down there on the edge. Oh, and then this page, I love this page. I got this idea from another junk journaler that I watched her channel recently of her Christmas journal, but she had a countdown in there. It was a little bit different than this, but it was the same in the fact that she had like a tiny little piece of something, like a little cutout of Santa to move around for each day, right? 1, 2, 3, right? He just slips right in. He's so cute. And then I have a giant pocket for 25 where he can go on the day of. But I just loved using this beautiful red cardstock with like the black, and then I did like I had a ton of this pack of gold lettering and numbers, stickers that I put onto black and then glued it onto the red. I kind of think it looks like a Santa's like belt buckle or like his hat or something, just the way that it's like layered and square, you know, rectangular. So, and then there's another one of those little cuties. They like shake, so cute. And then, oh, we're almost done. This page I have like sweet here. It's, you know, candy, right? Peppermint. And so what I did for this is I had a bunch of stickers that were like candy and like just really, you know, delicious looking treats and baked goods, whoops. And I stuck them onto a piece of black cardstock, and then I laminated the whole thing with the holographic. So these are all candy holographic ephemera now. Where'd that piece go? And the reason why I have a paper clip there, they stick in here fine, but I have a couple small ones that are gonna like slip all the way down, and the pocket is pretty shallow. Like, I don't know if I could really get it out without damaging the pocket. So I just kind of like have a little paper clip at the top. So let me show you. So this is a piece of fabric glued onto another piece of fabric with the Elmer's glue to make this sturdy pocket, right? And I just put like rhinestones and little clay pieces, confetti pieces. Let me show you the rest of these because they're just too cute. This pack was so adorable. Look at him. So cute. Yum. It's so festive. I love it. It's so festive. Oh my gosh. Okay. One more pocket here. Ooh, look at this. Delicious. Now I want to bake. Like, I really want to start baking Christmas cookies and freezing some so that I have a bunch for Christmas Day, you know? Who else does that? I think that's a pretty popular thing to do. Okay, and then I had these like little clay miniature candy canes that I put here. I did some of this lace that I found at a thrift store. This was one of those pages from the music pack, vintage music pack. I have some doilies back there. I don't know if you can see. And then there's a little gingerbread boy, whatever. But he's like a flat back. He's very shiny and beautiful and adorable. Okay, last page. I just put all I want for Christmas is you. Okay. Whoa. And I laminated those stickers to put there as well. And then I just have the back page here with this cute little piece. And then this I just have tucked inside of here because this I made, I have a video out a couple videos ago of making these DIY pouches that you can give as gifts. They're very easy to mail. They're like very thin and everything. So I made one with some Dollar Tree tissue paper with the fabric, which is the same way that I make the cover. But here's the pouch that I made, and I used like these magnets for a closure, but inside of this one, instead of photos and pictures, which is what I've been putting in them, I just put this like beautiful little like journaling writing spot with some pages in there that you could, you know, fill out or write on. So I put that in there, and it's just, this is just fabric. I don't have like, you know, cardstock underneath or anything like I do for the, you know, sturdiness of the cover or anything. But so I was going to like include this like on a page, like in a pocket on a page, but I just couldn't figure out how. And, you know, so now it's just kind of lives in here. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.